hard ground ball. And it's great to see if that's Adolis' last bat of the season, a base hit.
Yeah, that'd be a cool way to go out. Tenth inning, 5-5 the score. And that is upstairs. Ball one. Boy, Corniel, certainly very entertaining to watch. Rangers have played a fun game today. 1-0. And Tellez lifts it down the left side. Foul and out of play. Only one of the game currently still going, and that's the San Diego Padres. They're hosting Arizona.
All right, so I'm trying to figure out who's gonna win this game. But what we're gonna do in this video is I'm gonna take a look. We're gonna do a live decode of the Sunday night football game, and we're also gonna talk about the baseball playoffs, which starts on Tuesday. And yeah, we're gonna talk about the NFL as well. Yeah, so before the game started, I liked the Guardians, but I don't know anymore. But the thing about Cleveland is, right, if the because Cleveland has they have a 78-year drought. So last time they went to the World Series was 78 years ago, and that's a big number with Cleveland. Of course, Cleveland equals 78. So I don't know how they don't make the playoffs. So, and I know this game is significant. I think whoever win, they're fighting for that last spot with the Tigers. So, I'm gonna stick with the Guardians. Right now the Guardians is yeah, I think it's over now. The line just changed dramatically. I don't know what happened. I think somebody scored. Let's see. Oh wow, a home run. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to fade Cleveland, but it's not over because they do get to bat last. But yeah. Anyways, I think they still make the playoffs. So I have to see what the final standings are. But right now, the current bracket is this: Cleveland will end up playing Detroit. Is it? What is it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think both of these teams make it though. I gotta see what the final bracket is. I know they're fighting. I don't know if both of these teams are gonna make it. This bracket was updated, I think, yesterday. Yeah, well, it's too late to bet on them now, but I think you can still take them to at least cover. They could probably score 2 runs. That'll be funny if they score 2 runs in the bottom of the 10th. For the final score to be 7-8 because Cleveland equals 78. Maybe they'll go. Maybe they'll go with this, but I wouldn't bet on them now because it's a long shot for them to score 3 runs. It's still possible, but I doubt it. We are gonna talk about though this game right here, Packers and Cowboys. We're gonna do a live decode of this game before it starts. And if anybody else wants to call in while we're doing a decode, you can call in. I'm going to put the number. I think the number's on the screen right now. And after the Rangers game is over, depending on how this game looks in the fourth quarter, we'll probably look at this and we could probably live bet. The goal of this video is to make some money while the live stream is going on. So at some point during the live stream, I'm going to say, place a bet on this team to win. And I'm doing this for free for all the people that support the channel. All right, so it might be, I might say take the Bears, take the Raiders, or I might say take the Packers or Cowboys. But you're gonna get a free pick in this video after I'm done with the decode, and we are going to try to make some money like we did last time. The last time I did this, we made some money during the live stream. It might be the Chiefs game. We might take the Chiefs to cover whatever spread they have. Or it might be the Rangers game because they are offering them 2.5 points, 2.5 runs. So So right now, Kansas City is the spread is at 10.5. So we'll look at this. Looks like they're gonna probably score again. But yeah, I'll figure something out before the day is before the night is over, and hopefully all the people watching the stream, you guys can make some money. Cause today was kind of rough. I'm a little surprised at the Ravens. I liked the Ravens to beat the Chiefs, but I thought Andy Reid was gonna pick up that 303rd career win next week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. But he might go into that game on 303 wins. We'll see, though. The game is far from over. It's early in the third. But a pick that I like right now is the Ravens plus that 12.5. That looks good. But I'm really surprised that they're down 10 points, to be honest. All right, so let's listen to the rest of the game, and then we'll talk some more.
The Rangers up by 3 now. Bottom of the 10th. And Ronnie Tellez with that big home run is given this rookie making his big league debut. It's given him a chance to pick up a win. Valera's the runner. He takes off for third. And the first pitch is wrapped out into right field. That's a base hit. Naylor trying for 2, and he gets in there with a...
Yeah, you see what I mean? They might have the Cleveland Guardians lose 7-8, but they might also win because I liked them before the game started. But 2 runs now, it doesn't seem a lot now. They just picked up a double. So let's see right now. You know what? I would take them. Oh, they're not offering the spread anymore. If they're offering them the 1.5, if this opens up, I would take it. I would take that right now. Because Cleveland equals 78, and they pay tribute to that number a lot. And I think today leaves 94 days left in the year. Guardians equals 94, so. You could see a 7-8 final score, have the Rangers win. Because now they got a man on second with no outs. They should get that easy run. They should get that run and make it 7-8. I don't know if they'll tie the game, though. But they should get to 7-8. Okay, so they are offering it. If you're going to bet on this game, please don't bet a lot of money, though. Because this is just, I'm not using any gematria. I am using gematria, but it's not something that I'm in love with, right? But I do like the possibility of them at least getting 7 runs. Making a score at least 7-8 at some point in the game. So this is not a bad game. This is not a bad play right here. But again, I'm not in love with it, so don't bet a lot of money on it. You know, if you want to put $30 on it, $40, I think it's worth it.
Ball again.
So another thing, though, right? Like that didn't seem to unnerve him.
No, that's good. I was wondering how this next at bat would go after the double. To be honest, I don't know if he even knows he made a mistake yet, like with the windup.
2-2. And stays alive. I bet he's kind of figured that out, right? That he should have been in the windup there.
Well, the ball was hit for a double. The guy would have scored anyways.
Would have. And it's an unearned run for whatever that's worth, which is very little. Two balls, two strikes. And Halpin kind of pesky here.
Yeah, he's sticking with the heater, though. He feels like, look, you're not beating me on it yet. You're fouling it off. So he hasn't gone away from it. He does have, so far, in the little I've seen, a really nice changeup.
We'll try it again here. He looks back at second and steps off.
And that runner still means nothing.
Guy at the plate means quite a little bit.
Yep.
2-2. And that one sails on him a little bit. Mentioned that Corniel was in 2020 because of the pandemic. Was traded that offseason. It was a Rafael Montero deal. 3-2. Fouled away.
No, the smart move in this situation will be to bunt and get the runners to second and third with nobody out. That way a base hit scores 2 runs and ties the game. But of course it's rigged, so it's not going to play out that way.
It feels like a pretty good deal. 3-2. And that one's off the plate. So he's in a little trouble now. And Mike Maddox will make the trip.
And this is his game. There's nobody warming up in the pen as far as I can see. So yeah, so this is his game to win or lose.
Certainly in no way what the Rangers would have expected for him in his debut.
We kind of thought he was going to follow Corbin.
Yeah, Boch said, look, he's a long guy. He's got 75 pitches in him today if we need him. And with a bullpen that is probably a little short and all, you know, that you could either see him in that scenario if Corbin got knocked out early, or we might need to save him if it's a close game and it looks like it's going to go extra innings because we'll need the length. So it ends up the latter. And look, the consequences of the game, not that big a deal. Cleveland fans are bloodthirsty because they're just having fun and they're playing with house money here. But it doesn't change anything. Naylor at second. Halpin at first base. And Rocchio takes strike one on the changeup.
Rangers were playing for the bunt there. We'll see if they change a little bit here. Tellez was about 4 steps on the infield grass. He's backed off to the dirt.
Oh, 2.
We can back off a little bit more now. Same with Josh Young at third. And go back to double play depth.
In the dirt. Oh, good pick over there by Hine.
Nice backhand right here. Change up short, and Jonah getting that glove out and seeing it into the mitt.
1-2 pitch and a chopper down the right side.
They're surely fouling off quite a few pitches this inning.
Yeah, they're making this a little harder than it needs to be.
The walk-off home run.
Remarkably, is a guy who had not pitched above single A prior to this season. Here he is, the 1-2 pitch. And that's a swing and a drive down the right field line. It is off the pole.
Congrats to the winners.
Guardians walk it off off in the 10th in the wildest way. There's magic in this town right now.
On the day leaving 94 days left in the year, a walk-off home run. You gotta be kidding me.
Stays in Cleveland. Unfortunately for the Rangers, they can't hold on to the 3-run lead in the 10th inning. Man, what a feeling in Cleveland.
And again, it's been 78 years since they made the World Series.
They celebrated making the playoffs. They already had the division because of a Tiger loss, but they take care of it. Rocchio was just seeing if it would stay fair. It hit the pole. And the last game in Major League Baseball in the regular season is over. The Guardians win it on a walk-off. Here's the last look of it.
Man, it'll be crazy if the Guardians go to the World Series, man. It'll be crazy. 78 years.
But he picked a pretty good time for it. Fun times in Cleveland today. A walk-off winner in the season finale for the Guardians. Their 88th victory. The Rangers will have to settle for 500 this year. 81-81 their record to close out the year. 9-8 Cleveland in 10 innings. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap this one up for you here in a moment.
I think it's 78 years since the last time they won the World Series. I think it was 1948. Let's see. Let's measure from 1948. I think that's the last time they went to the World Series. Last time they won it. Yeah. 78 years. What day was that? 1948 World Series. It was the Braves and the Guardians. They beat the Boston Braves 4-2. October 6th will be the 78-year anniversary since the start of that World Series. October 11th will be the anniversary of them winning it. All right, so let's see. And I think the World Series starts after that. Yeah, so the World Series starts on the 24th of this year. Hopefully you guys won some money. I wasn't in love with it, but I knew it was at least getting to 7 runs. Because Cleveland equals 78. On the day leaving 94 days left in the year. I said even if they lose, they should at least cover that 1.5 runs. And that was at plus money. I hope you guys saw that. Yeah, I'm still going to give you guys another bet. Because today was a bad day. Because if the Ravens end up losing, we went 0-2 in the NFL today. So the Ravens really fucked it up for us today. But there's still opportunity to make some money in this. That's the beauty of knowing this knowledge. That even if you lose in the daytime, there's always games in the nighttime. So, and when you have this knowledge, you have an advantage. All right. And here it is. Here's the advantage. 165. You see Cleveland Eagles 165. Today was 165 days after Bruce Bocky's birthday. The last game of the season, he played against the Cleveland team, the team with the 165 connection. So they finished the season 81-81, huh? That's too bad. How you blow a 3-run lead in the 10th? Telling me it's not rigged? Anyways, I was saying something. Yeah, the anniversary of that game, right? So, yeah, so it will be. I'm seeing 77. Why am I seeing 77? It's supposed to be 78 because that's what I know what I'll do. Let me see. Cleveland. 78, because I saw that somewhere. I don't know if it was ESPN or what it was. World Series drought. Cleveland has an active 75-season World Series drought, as their last championship was in 1948, not a 78-year drought. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, it's important to verify this, because if it's not a 78-year drought, then I think that disqualifies them from making a run. But I did hear somebody mention it. They haven't been to the World Series in 78 years. I wonder what that person was talking about. Let me see. Cleveland's World Series appearances. Okay. World Series win. So they won in 1948 and in 1920. Yeah, okay. So that's incorrect, because 1948 was only 77 years ago. So next year is interesting. 1948 is 77 years. So yeah, it'll be next year. Well, if it's not 78. If I do find where I heard that from, I'm gonna post it. But even if I find it, I think that's incorrect, because according to Wikipedia, the last time they went to the World Series was 1948. The last time they won the World Series was 1948, and that was only 77 years ago. Here's the 75 seasons. I don't know. That's incorrect too. It's 77. The term Cleveland sports curse. I have my teams for the World Series. I'm not going to share that here. And it's definitely not the Guardians, but I do find that interesting that they have that I thought they did. Had that 78-year drought. First period of 1964 during the Major League Project won a championship. However, the Indian 75-season drought extends beyond that time frame. Okay. Yeah, it is 77, because this post was set 75, and that was 2 years ago. So yeah. So next year, Cleveland, keep an eye out on that, you guys. Next year, Cleveland it'll be 78 years since they last won a World Series, and Cleveland equals 78. All right, don't forget about that, because that's huge. I thought it was this year, but it's actually next year. Next year is the 70. They get to 78 if they don't win it this year, which I don't think so. I don't think they win it this year, because there's two teams that I really, really like, and they're not one of them. So. But hey, I could be wrong, right? But why would they win it? Why would they go 77 years without winning? Why not 78? You see, this is what I mean. I think it was probably something like this, a TikTok video or something. Say what you want about Cleveland's 78-year-long World Series drought, but this is a team that in the past 30 years have been. You see, this is wrong. So whoever sent me that video, that person, whoever made that video, was incorrect, because it's not a 78-year-long drought. It's only 77. So, yeah, there's a lot of misinformation out there. Oh, yeah, this was the video that they sent me, yeah. Somebody sent me this video. And this is incorrect. It's not 77 years. It's not 78 years. It's not 78. It's 77. So, yeah, so that's wrong. But that's still important, because next year is 78. If they don't win this year. And that's huge. And that's a good team on the rise. You see how they finished in the third spot this year? If they get some good pitching, they might make a run and be here next year. All right. So now that that's out the way, hope you guys made some money on them at least covering. Damn, that plus 800 was, woof. Because I liked them. I'm like, man, are they going to get 3 runs? I don't like taking these big risks like that, but the cover was there, and I hope you guys took advantage of the cover at least. All right, so let's see what's happening with the Ravens. The Ravens are really disappointing me today. Down by 14. It's not over, but I doubt they win it, man. I guess Andy Reid is gonna play the Jaguars next week, and probably stay on 303 wins. We'll see about that though. All right, so baseball season is over. Now let's see if they put out the official bracket. I want to finish off the baseball's topic and before we get into the Sunday night football game. Okay, let me see. Official bracket. The stage is set. Okay, so here it is. So MLB just put out the bracket. So this is the official bracket. Okay. Pretty much the same thing that I had. So they got the Blue Jays and Seattle Mariners waiting for the result of the Yankees and Red Sox in the first round. That's going to be interesting. The biggest rivalry in sports. Okay. Man, I wish I could say who I like, man, but I'm not gonna talk about that because there are people who really support my stuff, and I always, every year I say it, I'm not gonna put it out for free, and I always do, but not this year, you know. I'm gonna keep my word this year. I'm only putting the World Series information on the Patreon. All right, so Cincinnati and Dodgers, that should be an easy series. This is going to be interesting. The Padres and Cubs series. Red Sox and Yankees. What is the Red Sox and Yankees postseason record? They're both 12-12. Well, they're 12-12 against each other. This is the 25th postseason game. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay. So let's take a look at the standings. See what the numbers say or what the numbers show. The Phillies finished 96-66. Oh my gosh. They lost to the Reds again? No. They didn't play the Reds. Who played the Reds? I know somebody was playing the Reds. Yeah, the Brewers. Yeah, the Brewers didn't finish 96-66. I was like, nah, there's no way that they did. Because if the Reds would have won, they would have dropped the Brewers to 96-66. Cincinnati's 96-66. I knew that wasn't gonna happen. That's all those surface riddles never come through like that. So the Brewers and Blue Jays they have the best record in the league. 97 wins to 94 wins. Actually, the Yankees and Blue Jays are tied, 94. I think 94 is a Toronto. Well, it's actually 95. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the World Series. Sorry, you guys. On Tuesday, though, we are going to look at the playoffs, see who plays on Tuesday. So the first game of the postseason will be Tigers and Guardians. Yankees and Red Sox. Um, I see something already. The 278 teams are playing against each other. The 278 teams is playing against each other, you guys. You guys see that? Looks like an early exit for the Guardians. Maybe next year, though. Where 78 going to show up again. All right. All right, so let's take a listen to the NFL, and then I'll while the game is going on, I'll do some decoding, and I'm gonna read the chat, see if you guys see anything that needs to be pointed out. What are the two games on right now? Let me see. Okay, so Colts and Rams. You know what? I'm gonna look at that because the game is tied and it's in the fourth quarter. Probably goes to overtime, or not. The undefeated Colts. Let's see what FanDuel was talking about. FanDuel probably has the Colts. The Colts are big favorites in this game. Strange that the spread is at 2.5 and not 3.5 because of the field goal, right? All right. So yeah, let's take a listen to that game, and I'll update you guys while I'm listening to what they're saying. So let's go to Colts and Rams. Yeah, you guys might get more than one pick today. You already got one. Got the Guardians to cover. People who dismiss this knowledge are fucking fools. You think it's a coincidence the 278 teams are playing against each other in the first round? Only one of those two teams can pick up their 78th loss of the season? You guys are fools.
And flags, some motion early. It'll be a false start.
False start. Number 79, offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
This has not been the MO for Indianapolis through 3 games.
No.
Negative plays, penalties, miscues. We've seen it today.
Yeah, they have made it really, really hard on themselves, and being away against a very good team, coming off a heartbreaking loss. You had to come out here and play really as clean as you have been the first 3 weeks, and they have been far from that.
Second and 18. Low snap. Jones. Short and incomplete. Wanted downs. Quentin Lake on the coverage, and here comes the flag. Oh, that came in way after the celebration had begun, and it's going to give an automatic first down to the Colts. Goodness.
Pass interference, number 37, defense, automatic, first down.
Came from well behind the play, the flag, and Sean McVay can't believe it.
You know, I remember when I was decoding this game last night, I was like, maybe the Rams will upset the Colts and give Sean McVay his 83rd win of the regular season because Los Angeles Rams equals 83. But now that I'm looking at it, I think it's going to be the Rams. So here's another pick. Take the Rams right now. Actually, the spread is probably the best play. Oh, they already scored. Fuck. Yeah, I think the Colts are gonna win this game. So let's see. I was gonna say take the spread because I think they're gonna cover that 3-point spread. But they already scored a touchdown, so it's too late. Yeah, that 83. I looked at it. I was like, I don't like it. '59th loss of his career. Staying on 90 wins. But let's see what they. Oh, so what happened? They didn't count it? Maybe they didn't count it. Because it says touchdown, but maybe they didn't count it. Defensive pass interference. Yeah, so I don't think it counted. It says touchdown here, though. Yeah, it didn't count. Okay, that was good. Anyways, I do like the Colts. So right now is at negative 148. At negative 115. I like that. Even though Sean McVay could pick up that 83rd career regular season win, I still like the Colts. So good luck.
Big mistake, and he just did.
Jones backpedaling down the sideline, incomplete. He wanted Pittman well covered over there on that sideline, and not a lot of room for Pittman to work. And it's 2nd down and 15 with 2:10 to play in a tie game.
And that is so devastating because that is what Jonathan Taylor has done for this team. He did it at Denver. He did it last week at the Titans. He'll have a run in the second half it's a highlight reel, and he's doing it like on a weekly basis. And that was his work of art here today for this Rams game, and Adonai Mitchell cancels it out.
Four-man pressure, but it gets to Jones. The ball pops out, stripped out by Verse, and recovered by Ryman to save it for the Colts. But Jared Verse, we said earlier he's living in the backfield. He can now vote in the Colts backfield. Jared Verse to the quarterback. The strip. Colts recover, but a 3rd and 28 at the 2-minute warning.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance.
It's actually even better now, the spread. Actually, I made a mistake. Sean McVay, yeah, he could pick up his 83rd, but that's the team he coaches, so it don't really make sense. It's not relevant because he's not going against the 83 team. He coaches the 83 team. Hold on. Let me look at my notes because I wrote a lot of stuff down for this game. Somebody said it's over. What is over? What, the Guardians game? Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, but they walked it off. 40 points. Isn't that funny? Last week, when the Rams lost, if he would have won, Sean McVay would have been 83-52, like how Los Angeles Rams is 83-52. We faded that. We knew that wasn't going to happen. Who they play last week again? Yeah, they played the Eagles. That was a big comeback game. I remember that. They blocked the field goal and all that stuff. Yeah, just because it's 3rd and 28, that doesn't mean anything. They're gonna end up punting the ball, and Rams are gonna probably do the same. Again, I still like the Colts, and right now it's at a great price, plus 176. I still like the Colts, but that's why they had it at plus 2.5 or negative 2.5. I found that strange. I'm like, they got the ball. Why would it be at? He could be 83 and 53. Los Angeles 53. Los Angeles Rams 83. That's the one scare for the Rams, though. Let's see. The thing is, I think Vegas has a 40 connection.
This season, can he get them down inside the 10?
They only had one all year before today. So Sanchez, who pinned the Rams inside the 10 in the first half, trying to do it again. They're going to be inside the 10, caught, and a fair catch by Xavier Smith right around the 13-yard line. Well, Puka Nacua came in as the NFL's leading receiver this year. He's done nothing to lose his lofty status today.
It's been phenomenal to watch this today because you know that Lou Anarumo has told all of his guys we've got to take 12 out of the game. We can't let him be a game wrecker like he's been through the first 3 weeks, and that's exactly what he's been. And at times, I think it's one of those situations where it's just like, hey, great job. Let's minimize the impact because Stafford and Nacua sometimes look unstoppable.
First down and 10 at the 12. Matthew Stafford, 49 game-winning drives in his career. Trying to start one here, and he's got Atwell all alone. 2-2 Atwell, and it's 2-2 goodbye. One play, 88 yards, and 2-2 takes it for 6. Nothing like saving your first catch for your best catch. 2-2 Atwell to the house from 88 out.
How about that? Being patient, right? Everybody's like, where's Tutu Atwell? What's his role going to be in this offense this year with this group of wide receivers? And he's kind of fought it back and forth. And to stay locked in, and when your opportunity comes, you take advantage of it. Just a great job by Tutu Atwell.
And a 27-20 Rams lead. 1:33 to play in the fourth.
Well, you know something happens when you find somebody that wide open down the field. And he crosses back underneath, you tangle your feet up, and all of a sudden, Cameron Bynum has got no shot. He's gotten out leverage because he's playing his responsibility. And you can see right here, he just clicks his heels together. It's like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, Kevin, except he's not going home, he's going to the ground.
Well, Atwell's going home. He handled the home part. 88 yards for the touchdown. And just like that, Matthew Stafford, 375 yards passing and 3 scores. And just like that, the Rams are a minute 33 from knocking the Colts from the ranks of the unbeaten. But Indianapolis, all 3 timeouts.
Can you finish? Because last week you didn't finish, right? So they've almost got you. You want to get better. You want to really kind of get put back in that same situation and see how you react. It's almost identical, right? You've got the game won against the Eagles last week. You just got to finish it. They get an opportunity here to finish with their defense.
Well, it's already hard enough, Daryl, to stop Matthew Stafford and this Rams offense. A very difficult task at any time with a flag down on that kickoff. When you lose Tutu Atwell like that, it's impossible to stop this Rams offense. He goes 88 yards for the score. Carl Cheffers will tell us about the flag.
Holding number 85, return team, 10-yard penalty. First down, Indianapolis.
But Darryl, even harder to stop the Rams offense when you don't have the requisite 11 on the field.
Yeah, I mean, as good as this offense has been today, you don't want to play him with 10 players. Take that extra guy. Get the 11 out there. A critical first snap of a drive. And you have a play that happens where, hey, those things happen during the course of a football game. But to be out there with only 10 men, that's going to drive Lou Anarumo crazy.
Daniel Jones checking it short with pressure coming to Jonathan Taylor. And Taylor crawls at the 20-yard line, a 9-yard gain on the play. Landman there to help out on the stop with Jalen McCullough. Hurry to the line. 2nd and 1. Down a touchdown. Low snap to Jones. To the sideline, and Adonai Mitchell with the catch, and he goes out of bounds. Exactly 60 seconds remaining.
You know, sometimes life writes a script that even a Hollywood writer couldn't come up with. Do you think Adonai Mitchell makes a play on this drive to tie this game up?
Wouldn't that be something? If you're joining us late, Mitchell earlier in the game had a walk-in touchdown from 76 yards out. The problem was at the 75-yard mark on that 76-yard touchdown, he lost the ball. It went out of the back of the end zone for a touchback, not a touchdown. And flags fly and a false start against the Colts. The 11th penalty against Indianapolis today.
False start, number 56. Offense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
And that's your rock in the front too. I mean, Quentin Nelson, you know, multiple Pro Bowl player, All-Pro. It's just been one of those afternoons for this Colts offense and the team.
First and 15. Jones heaves it for Pittman on the sideline. Intercepted! Cam Curl's done it again. His 2nd pick of the day. And that might salt it away for the Rams.
Very similar to the interception we saw on the opening drive when the ball was underthrown. It's going to go down the left side. Cam Curl playing that deep half, and just the whole, you know where it's going. You got to hold that safety. You know, hopefully you've got a route that's going down the middle of the field, and then as a quarterback, you got to look him off. But Daniel Jones was locked onto Michael Pittman that whole time, made it easy for Cam Curl to trust his read and get over there and make that interception.
Colts do have all 3 timeouts left. So the game is not over yet. Kyron Williams trying to end it as he gets good yardage on a first down run, and the Colts will use a timeout. A first down for the Rams, and that'll end it. And the story has been mistake-free football for the first 3 weeks, mistake-filled football today in what looks like it's trending towards the Colts' first loss.
Yeah, it just does not look like them at all out there today, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And let's not take anything away from the Los Angeles Rams and that defense that made this Colts offense struggle mightily. You know, this is a group, and I love the words that Sean McVay shared with us. And, you know, hey, you know, confidence is built through work, not words. You know, we got to get our confidence back, and they worked hard last week to do that. You can see, you know, the results of all the effort they put in during the work week. This was a very confident team, and we sensed that vibe at practice on Friday.
And a first down for the Rams. Timeout used by the Colts, but they only have 1 remaining, and you see the smile on the face of Sean McVay. He knows that this one about to go in the win column. And after the
Yeah, Sean McVay picked up his 83rd win, 83-53. All right, so let's see. Because I think the main event will be this Cowboys game tonight. Okay, so we got Dak Prescott. Yeah, so this game starts about another hour from now. So, I'm just gonna look at something real quick, and then I'll post the notes on Patreon. See, Dak Prescott, and you got Packers quarterback. Jordan Love. Bakersfield. Sean McVay is now 83-53. 83-53. '49ers about to get their first loss. A lot of first loss. A lot of undefeated teams are lost today. Got the Rams. Steelers became 3-1. Oh Lord. Chargers lost. Buccaneers got their first loss. All right, let me just finish off with the Packers and Cowboys. And then I'll look at the chat, see what you guys think. This is the only game I didn't decode yesterday. It was too many games, man. Dak Prescott. First 70. Cowboys schedule. Packers schedule. Yeah, but next year, you guys, Cleveland. Cleveland. And I think next year LeBron retires. I think LeBron turns 42 years old next year. So Cleveland can win the World Series when LeBron turns 42 years old. Yeah, because he turns 41 this year, which means he'll be in his 42nd year of life by the time the World Series starts next year. And King equals 41. The World Series will probably end, 63 days before his birthday or something like that. Before his 42nd birthday. Yeah, I'm going with the Guardians to win the World Series in 26. Let me see if they have the scheduled start date for 2026. They probably don't. But the season starts 3/26. Yeah, the World Series can end 63 days before his birthday. That's a big baseball number. And Cleveland is 84. Is it Cleveland that's 84? Hold on. Oh no, it's 48. 48. My bad. 48. Yeah, but next year, man, 78 years since they last won the World Series. So, and LeBron turns 41 this year, 42 next year. All right, so Packers, Cowboys. Dak Prescott's 1-3. Jordan Love. Yeah, this is a lot of work. This is why it takes so long to decode every single game. Trying to figure out what these rituals are. Not easy. Not an easy task. Take a look at the chat. If you guys can share anything that you might notice in this game, I'm gonna read it. Green Bay is 5-0 at AT&T Stadium. That's a huge stat. Cause that's the 58th prime. Wait, they're 5-0. Have no losses in the retractable roof venue that opened in 2009. They could go 7-0 if they win the next two. Yeah, I already made up my mind about this game. I already see something I really like. There's your 70. Speaking of AT&T Stadium. I'll just read the comments before we end it. KC picks up. Andy Reid won his last 200. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Okay, let's see. So we got the trolls, of course. Okay, so the MLB has been a bit off. Yeah, man, they always keep us one game short all the time, man. Took Soto. So Brian says, what about the Browns? Yeah, well, the thing is, once LeBron leaves, you're going to see a lot of these Cleveland teams, do really good. I mean, I think he was the last player to win the championship for Cleveland. So, of course, when he departs the NBA, of course, they're going to have major tributes to LeBron. It'll probably be through baseball and football. All right. I like the road team in this one, man, and I like them covering. I like the Packers head coach picking up that 70th win. That 70th win at AT&T Stadium, man. And of course, 70 breaks down to 7. Packers by 7. Yeah. That seems to be the play. So yeah, so if we get that correct, we went 2-1 in this live stream because I think I stood with the Colts even though I saw that 83 in Sean McVay becoming 83 and 53 when Los Angeles Rams is 83 and Los Angeles is 53. So we got that incorrect. But we did get the Rangers to cover at least the 1.5 runs, and they ended up walking it off, and they ended up winning the game. And if I was a little bit more greedy, I would have went with that plus 800. Wouldn't have because I liked the Guardians from the beginning. But today's been rough, so that's why I don't feel like gambling like I used to. Let's see what this. Yeah, this is gonna be the play, and it's gonna be free to everybody to view. I'm gonna post the pick, and I'm also gonna post the notes. It's more than the 70. I have to look at the blog post that I did. Where I put all the information down, but this is what I've been. I liked this since yesterday, but I didn't give this out yesterday. Packers ATS record this season 2-1. Yeah, they should get to 4-1. Okay. All right. So let me just finish reading the chat and then we'll end it. Yeah, I'm gonna post this stuff on the Patreon. All the notes and stuff. I was looking for the Subway Series with all the stuff that happened in the offseason with Juan Soto. Yeah, I think the Mets are disqualified, right? Won't happen. Not this year. Yeah, they had the Mets with the whole tragedy in the Dominican. Yeah, you're right about that. I remember that. Yeah, Sirianni, he picked up his 49th against the Cowboys, the 50th against the Chiefs, and then the 51st against the Rams. Yeah, I know. Today he picked up his 52nd. Against the Buccaneers, right? The Eagles still don't have that 666 loss. It'll come in a big satanic ritual, though. Just got to figure out against who. Yeah, the commentators, yeah, they always mock the viewers. Yep. Yeah, they do. Oh, the script. Hollywood script. Derpy says, who's winning the World Series? Yeah, I already put out all the notes on Patreon. All the notes. So, my two teams are... pretty much Lock City, if you ask me. The NFL. You're saying that there's a game that's... yeah, this game? Oh, the Bears. Yeah. What's that? 49 points. 3 more will make it 52 points. Raiders. Let's see, because I think Raiders equals 52. It might be Raiders by itself. Yeah, it does. Raiders by itself is 52. Huh. You know, if they come downfield and score a field goal, that'll be 52 points. Hold on. Let's take a look at the line. Yeah, I like the Raiders in this one at negative 220, even though they're down. Yeah, I like the Raiders, man. It's risky because they're down. But if they score the field goal, the score will be 25-27. Raiders equals 52. That'll be 52 combined points. I think that's worth a shot. They're at the 42-yard line right now, on their own 42-yard line. So this will be our third pick in this video. We had the Rangers. We missed on the Colts game. We got the Packers covering. This will be the fourth pick, actually. And I like the Raiders to come downfield, get to field goal range before the game ends. It's growing, so the longer you take, the worse the line is going to be. Getting downfield. Actually, does Raiders... I think... Wait, hold on. Las Vegas equals 49. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's why they make it so fucking tricky, man. They make it so fucking tricky, man. You know what? This is stay away. Stay away. Sorry, guys. Stay away. Because the 49 is there, too. I'm betting 5 cents on it. Minimum 10 cents a wager. Yeah, I'm gonna. This is a stay away type of situation. They might miss the field goal. Where they at though? They at the 35-yard line. Yeah. And the thing is, if the Raiders score, they get the 52 points. But they can also miss the field goal and keep it at 49. Las Vegas equals 49. The game is in Vegas. This is why they make it so tricky, you know? It's just like, are they gonna pay tribute to 49 or are they paying tribute to 52 with the points combined with the combined points? My guess is they make the field goal and get to 52. $43 seconds. Yeah, I think Because they love to punk the fans. I could just see the boink hitting the pole. Have the Bears win it. What's going on, Clutch? Oh, I gave you a wrench probably like a week ago. I think you earned it, man. You earned your wrench. Came a long way in his knowledge, man. All right, so let's see what happens with this one. We hear the commentators, what they got how they mock the fans. Let's take a listen. Oh, he missed it. Oh.
There's got to be a movie here for the new season of 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes. You can talk about whatever you want. You know why? It's 60 Minutes. It's your show. CBS Tonight and streaming on Paramount Plus.
I get it. We're on 60 Minutes, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, our departure has been delayed.
Yes. Are you kidding me, man?
Why are you so happy?
I'm watching the game.
Seriously?
Yeah, with NFL Plus.
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus.
Unfortunately, our flight has been delayed another hour.
NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach. MVP!
We hate to see it. Colton Miller carted off the field.
They got the ball at the 36-yard line. Bears equals 36. Yeah, I think the Bears are going to win this game. But we'll see.
Who's played all of 3 offensive snaps this season into the game for the Raiders at left tackle. 3rd and 2 Vegas. 43 seconds left. It would be about a 53-yard field goal from here. Smith, a handoff to Genty, and he has stood up. Kevin Byard, who has been just remarkable in this game. 2 picks, dropping Genty for a loss of a yard.
Well, Spiro, now, you know, the Raiders, they're going to kick this field goal. And there's going to be...
Oh, you know what? 38 seconds left. Hold on. Yeah, this is a Raiders victory. Raiders victory. 38 seconds. This is what they do. Always pay attention to the clock. Because that's always an indication of who's going to win the team. There's only one of these 2 teams have a 38 connection, and that's the Raiders. Raiders equals 38 and 52. Oh, they missed it, right? They missed it. Yeah, 49. Oh, my gosh. Did they miss it? How did they transfer? What happened? Did they go for it?
Career on go-ahead field goals in the final 2 minutes. A 54-yard attempt to try to put the Raiders in front. Jacob Bobenmeyer, the snapper. A.J. Cole, the holder. The kick is blocked.
49 points. Yeah, you see? Thank God I caught that early, man. I'm like, dang, I saw the 52. But that's why you see they stopped the ball at the 36-yard line because Bears equals 36. See, they give you all the clues. They give you all the clues. Bears equals 36. He gets a field goal blocked on the 36-yard line. Game ends with 49 points. Las Vegas equals 49. Look, the ball's on the 36-yard line still. Final score, 49 points. There it is.
That's unbelievable. You know how rare it is.
Yeah, it is rare, but it's been happening like it's nothing now. It happened like 3 times last week. You know how hard it is to block a field goal, and yet it's been happening like right and left. Oh my God. That's just more proof of how rigged this shit is. Appreciate that, RC, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been a while. Cowboys game. Yeah, it's all about Micah Parsons. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they blocked it. Yeah, 49 points. Las Vegas equals 49, and it was on the 36-yard line. The game ends on the 36-yard line. Then now they're about to kneel the ball and expire the clock. Bears equals 36. They fooled me with the 38 seconds because that's another thing they like to do, though. They like to, sometimes they'll use the time remaining as indication of who's going to win the game. Because I remember last year, the Bills and Chiefs game, the Bills got the ball with 3:33 left in the game. And that's a big number with Patrick Mahomes. I think his full name is 333. And they ended up turning the ball over on downs. And then Patrick Mahomes advanced to the Super Bowl. Yeah, but look at that. What a beautiful sight. On the 36-yard line, 49 points when Las Vegas equals 49. But they don't make it easy because, you know, the Raiders does have a 52 connection. They don't make it easy. Okay, so what else? Yeah, so the only game left is the Packers and Cowboys. We spoke about this. Again, the rest of the notes will be on the Patreon. Surface stuff is just the Packers head coach picking up his 70th win at the AT&T Stadium. Micah Parsons making his return back to Dallas to beat his whole team. Baseball season is over. 121st World Series is coming up. You're gonna see some more rituals before the October's over. Yeah, but for the month of October, we're gonna be looking at every postseason game. Postseason gets easier than the regular season. The regular season is the hard part, but the postseason is easier because if you look at the managers, we focus more on their postseason record instead of their overall record. The overall record is what makes the regular season tricky because sometimes it's very high number. 49 points. Whew. All right. Nah, they're not using no magic, man. It's just technology. They're using some very advanced technology. All right, you guys, take care. I'll leave a link in the comment section to the Patreon for the rest of the notes. And good luck tonight. Hopefully you guys made some money in the stream. We started off really good with the Rangers. All right, you guys, enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you next time.